Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. Now if you have a recent car, you may have wired Apple CarPlay, which is really nice as it gives you a nice interface on your car's screen. But when you get in your car, you have to pull out your phone in your pocket or your purse or something like that, plug it in, and then you're good to go. Today, we're going to check out an adapter that converts your wired Apple CarPlay to wireless. So this is the Deerdance wireless Apple CarPlay adapter. So let's take a look at what's included. First thing we have is a manual. Very convenient to have. This is very thorough on how to connect it, how to pair it, and even how to update it. And then here we have the device itself. So we've got the adapter with a nice braided cable right here, nice and compact. And if your car has a USB-C port for your Apple CarPlay, it has a USB to USB-C adapter, which is a nice metal housing. Feels good. So if you have regular USB, you just plug this in directly, and if you have USB-C, you just plug in the adapter and you're all set. Now this, just like Apple CarPlay, is compatible with phones that have iOS 10 or later, so that's the iPhone 6 or newer. Now that we've unboxed it, let's go test it out in a car so I can show you how it works. Alright, so we are in my 2004 S-Class that has an aftermarket head unit with wired CarPlay compatibility. So the first thing we're going to do is plug this in. So I have my input port for CarPlay right here. So all I have to do is plug it in. And you can see there's a light right here, LED. And we have the landing screen here. So what we're going to do now is open our Bluetooth in our phone and look for wireless dongle-306B. The last 4 letters and numbers will be unique to your device. Now the way this connects to your phone for wireless CarPlay is over Bluetooth 5.4 and dual band Wi-Fi 6. And that ensures that you have a good, reliable connection for Apple CarPlay. So right here in my Bluetooth devices, there's wireless dongle 306B. So I'm going to connect to that, hit pair, and we're connected. So now we have standard Apple CarPlay ready to go. That is nice and responsive. So in your landing screen, you'll have all of the standard apps, but you'll also have the compatible apps that are installed, like Google Maps, Pocket Cast, which I use for podcasts, Spotify, and WhatsApp. There's many more compatible options. There's plenty of maps options, other music options, so you'll get everything that's compatible right here. And you also get a split screen here, which is going to have your maps here, some shortcuts, and whatever is playing. So let's give it a try. Let me go into Spotify, and there we go. So that'll output over your car's speakers. If we tap here, it'll open up Spotify, and you can go to what's playing. Now if your radio has buttons for play and pause, you can use those as well. Now some other things in CarPlay, in your settings, you can change your wallpaper. So we can put in something a little more colorful, or we can go back, and right now I actually have it in dark mode, but we can go to automatic, which will change from daytime to nighttime. Now in automatic, if your head unit passes through the state of the headlights, it will automatically switch from daytime mode to nighttime mode when your headlights come on. So that is a nice touch. Now let's say I power this down, or I shut the car down. So let's say you come into your car, come sit down, you turn the ignition on, your radio boots up, radio turns on, it's going to start connecting. And you're in. So a lot more convenient than having to reach to get your phone out of your pocket or your purse, fiddling to find your cable, plugging it in. In this case, you could just leave it in your pocket and you're ready to go. So it's super convenient. Now let's say you're not the only person who uses your car and they also have an iPhone and they want to use wireless CarPlay. Well, you can connect multiple phones to this, but if they're both in the car at the same time when this boots up, it will automatically connect to the most recently connected phone. Now say you don't want that phone to be connected, you can go into your settings, and to disconnect you would turn off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and that'll cut the connection. So turn off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi is disconnected, and now this should disconnect. There we go. Now if I turn Bluetooth back on, we're back in. So very convenient. Now there's a couple more settings In here, there's advanced settings that you can get to with your phone, like updating the firmware, which is only necessary if you're having issues. Otherwise, you don't need to worry about it. Now, to get into the configuration settings, we're going to connect to the device over Wi-Fi. So we're going to connect the wireless dongle 306B, because that's the name of mine. And the password for that is going to be 12345678. And that will connect to the Wi-Fi on here, which doesn't have internet, but it does allow us to get into the configuration settings. Now, to get to the configuration menu, we're going to type in 192.168.101 and we'll hit go. And we have access to information assistant version number, protocol number. This is a 20-25-0327, so it's a very recent version. We have an audio stream mode. We've got startup delay, so in certain cases you can adjust the startup delay if it's necessary for your car. Wi-Fi channel, background mode, GPS, audio delay. We also have a submission form for any problems you run into. And then the last one is online updates. So if there's a new version of the firmware that's available, you could upgrade it here. But they do mention in the manual that it's not necessary to do if it's working fine, so you should not need to worry about it if your phone connects normally. So, just nice to be able to get into the advanced options if you need to. Now, one thing I want to note is that this will only convert your existing wired CarPlay connection to wireless. It will not add CarPlay to cars that don't have it already. You also need to have iOS 10 or newer, which is an iPhone 6 or newer for CarPlay compatibility. But once you're all set up, it is super convenient. So, that's the Deerdance wireless Apple CarPlay adapter. It really adds a lot of convenience since you don't need to take your phone out of your pocket or your purse when you get in your car to use Apple CarPlay. It's also really easy to install and it connects quickly. If you want to get one for yourself, I'll leave links in the video description, and I want to say thank you to Deerdance for sending me this to review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, or you want to watch me work on cheap European cars, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.